young people get the idea that there is conflict between science and the Christian faith. What can we do to help high school students develop a proper understanding of the relationship between science and Christianity? I'm joined today by Dr. Matt Carlson, who is a biochemist, a high school physics teacher, and a Christian, to help answer that question. Matt, what are some of the questions that high school students have about the relationship between science and Christianity?
I think high school students and grown-ups and everybody, right, except my dog, whatever, but they have the two same questions, right? One is, what's going on? What's going on around me, the universe, whatever? What is going on? And the second one, and probably is more important, they may not notice it, but everybody wants to know, how do I fit into that? Right? So what is going on and where do I fit in? Those are the bottom line questions that everybody has. And so it's a question of like, how are you going to address them?
So how do you then help students make sense of those questions?
Well, everybody likes to be in charge of their own destiny. Everybody likes to think they have control of stuff. And so, yeah, so let them have control. Let students have control over the questions they ask. Ask them what they want to know. And students will tend to start with perhaps scientific questions. How does this work? What happened there? And you can talk about those. And eventually, once you've earned their trust, they'll go to deeper and deeper questions that are much closer. They don't want to ask right away because they don't know if you want to, they can trust you or not, you know. And so science tries to address sort of like what's going on in general. And the bottom line there, right, our answer is that God did it. God started the universe. You know, that's the fun. Just how and why, the details are really not important. I mean, yes, they're important to some people and they're significant, but they're not the core principles, right? And so whether you think the earth has been here a long time, it's been a short time, all these things, those are not the key things we need to take away. We need to take away the fact that God was the instrument of creating the universe, right? And in terms of fitting in, it really comes down to realizing how we interact with God, with Jesus, right? God made us. We agreed with that. And so he knows how we function. He knows he has created a spot in the universe for us to fit into, right? And if you are out of that, you don't feel like you fit in. Right? When I follow God, when I find that I'm following him in his walk somehow, miraculously, I happen to be following God well, right? I really feel like I fit in. And if you can lead students or anybody into an understanding of that, God is not a God who says, you can't do this, don't do this. He's more like, this here. This is what's going to make you happy. This is where you fit. And you can explain that this is to other people, that this is where you're going to fit in. That's just amazing.